Hi everyone, Terry Ferguson here. What I'd like to talk to you all today about is relationships and how relationships can sculpt your life experiences. Basically, I've had four loves in my life. I wouldn't trade a single one of them. First one goes all the way back to third grade. I was a star baseball player. She was a cheerleader. It was just that natural connection. We fell in love. I felt like 6 foot whatever, and I was only like 4 foot something, but I loved standing on every carton or whatever just to kiss her on the cheek or kiss her. It was a great time. We actually went out for 3 years. That was back before it was called dating. You went out. But at the sixth grade, we were moving on to the sixth grade center. She had something new, new life experiences, puberty, and decided to go a different direction. So yeah, that really broke my heart. But fast forward a little bit now. We're now in high school, and I meet the second love of my life. She was an incredible woman, was a sister of a friend of mine, and we'd actually met through swimming. I was now a diving guy on the swimming team, and not very bad, by the way. I did all right on the diving team, and we wound up dating for about 3 years. I was going to marry her. I was actually going to ask her to marry me the night we broke up, and that didn't go so well. So I never did ask her. She didn't know I was going to ask her, but we broke up before I ever got to ask her the question. And then, being a little distraught at the time and trying to sow my wild oats because, I was on the delayed enlistment program for the Air Force, and I'm fixing to, go off in the security forces career field. And so, I wanted to go out with my buddies and party and have fun. And I met the absolute love of my life at the time. Her name was Lee. She was the very first woman that I married. We actually met at a bar. The very first words I ever said to her was, "I'm going to marry you someday." And she thought I was a drunk. She like, yeah, whatever. I showed her that I could two-step even though I was drunk. And she thought I was kind of charming, I guess. And so she decided to dance with me several times that evening, wound up giving me her phone number and give me 11 incredible years. We have two beautiful daughters from that relationship and now two grandchildren. So looking back on it, that was a wonderful experience in my life. But the divorce part was very hard. It was a long, drawn-out divorce. Again, we were together about 11 years total. The divorce was a hard-fought child custody. I'm glad to say I got custody of my children. That was a blessing. But now, I'm kind of taking life a little rough. Things aren't going so well. I didn't have that perfect marriage that, I thought that everybody was supposed to have. And so my friends encouraged me it was time to get out and start partying again. And I met the fourth love of my life. And I wound up marrying her as well. We spent 2 years living together before we got married. And it was a great time. She was 9 years younger than I was. Way to go, guys, right? Just kidding, ladies. But anyway, we wound up being together for a little over 11 years as well. We were married for 9. I deployed to Iraq, and she couldn't handle the stress and the anxiety and the fear and the worry. And so she wound up leaving while I was in Iraq. And then when I came back, we decided it was time to go our separate ways, and we wound up getting a divorce. And so that's kind of the story of where I'm at, So in closing, pretty much what I'll say is, the Lord's blessed me with four incredible loves in my life. They've sculpted my life. They've made experiences for me throughout my life. They've helped me to become the man that I am today. And by the way, it's given me a pretty good pickup line because I can tell the ladies out there that I'm good for about 10 years. And then after that in a marriage, it's time to part ways. Just kidding. Thank you all very much. Have a blessed day. Thank you.